Me-Kwesoul is his name, and we get to have a huge interaction about his crafts, about everything that's got to do with him. Let me introduce to you a man that I know to be doing Afrobeat, reggae, dancehall. He tells me more about that right here inside New Jersey. How you doing?
Hi.
Like, I'm so surprised. You have a lot of products online.
Thank you.
The Afrobeats, reggae, dancehall. Where do you belong?
Well, since I'm an African originally, most people will put me straight up to the Afrobeat. You know, I belong there in that community as well. However, I have so much dancehall and reggae influence through my integral days with music. So it's like more like a fusion of reggae, Afrobeat, and you know, all kinds. I'm more like an experimental artist.
Oh wow! What are you experimenting with? Is it the reggae dance hall, the Afro beats? Which one of them are you experimenting with?
It's hard to say. Usually, it's the vibe that I'm experimenting. It's the vibes that comes through when I hear a certain beat from a certain producer. Then you know the vibe just flow, and if you hear me just chanting towards the beat, and it could be Afrobeat, dancehall. So I guess Stonebwoy said it the best.
What did he say?
Afro dancehall.
Afro dancehall. But the most important thing to me is the fact that, you know, you're out here and not switching to what is out here. You know, people say, you know, it's just like how people travel and they begin to slay. They want to be like the people they meet out there.
What the Romans
people
do.
say, exactly, you said it, you know. And I'm excited that you didn't just switch to doing what the Romans do, because you find yourself in a multicultural, you know, environment. Tell me about what's keeping you strong with reggae dancehall, with Afrobeat, with what do you say Stonebwoy call is?
It's just like I said, it's the vibe. You know, just like somebody could say, well, you accepting the fact that it's Afro dancehall because most African artists are more prone to the reggae style of music. Even our predecessors, the most famous and the wealthy musicians out of Africa, Lucky Dube, Alpha Blondie, they are the ones that actually, I would say, sold records, and it was in a reggae style. How, you know what I mean? So it's just the vibe that I just fell in love with reggae dance. Or however, I'm highly hip hop influenced too, but I chose that, you know, I can give more in a reggae form. I wasn't even actually doing a lot of Afrobeat songs, because back when I started this about 15 years ago professionally here, I mean, there in Connecticut, and my style of music wasn't appreciated by my fellow Ghanaians around. And there wasn't a lot of people even doing it in America or per se where I'm from in Connecticut. And it was really mostly reggae. So they used to tell me, well, you need to go back home to Ghana and live in the country. They used to say, period. This was like some years ago. And, you know, now I see we've embraced the culture. You know, we have all these dancehall artists, and I'm not even talking about the top two in Ghana. You have these dancehall artists.
Who are the top two in Ghana?
I mean, so far as I know, I mean, it's Stonebwoy and Shatta. That's the names I hear, the ones I know. You're right. Yeah, right.
So I feel you. I've listened to a lot of your music, and I'm like, okay, is it the fact that you're not in Ghana that's getting us not knowing Me-Kwesoul, or is the fact that you're in America that is making you not get the, you know, excitement, the buzz, the vibe, and everybody rallying around you?
That could be one of the main reasons why. As a matter of
Which
fact,
of them? The fact that you're
the
in
fact
America?
that I'm in America and I'm somehow being represented as a Ghanaian artist. However, I wish I could say I'm a Ghanaian. Yeah, I'm an artist who happens to be from Ghana, not necessarily a Ghanaian artist in America. You get where I'm coming from? Does it make sense? So I didn't necessarily think that nowadays, because of social media and all this, we have a lot of exposure outsources that could bring people to the forefront to see you without even having to touch the grounds. However, the guys in Ghana have the privilege of meeting the fans in physical form, you know, and anything in physical form brings warmth. So it will bring a different, you know what I'm saying, it will bring a different vibe and everything. But I don't think it's necessary nowadays to necessarily be in Ghana jumping around to be discovered. In my thing, I believe in faith, and I feel like my time is still not here yet for the whole world to hear me, not just in Ghana.
After doing so many tunes,
Yes.
when will you say it will be the right time? And when does it look to you as the right time?
Now, there's no, if you ask me about my music, when is it going to be, I'll say right now. Because the next, I've done so much, I've filled so much gaps, I've paid so much dues, you know, through my career, that I think that any given moment in the next future, could be the next second, should be my boss time.
So can you rub shoulders with, like you said, Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale? They are locally based. They have their fans already. They don't have to do too much like you.
Okay.
Would you be able to rub shoulders with those
So,
folks?
to answer that, I would say, if I see my content of work, my longevity and consistency being Ghanaian-based US artist.
Now you're a US-based Ghanaian artist. That's a lot.
The only thing, excuse me, people take words differently, but I don't mean it in a harm way. The only thing these individuals that you mentioned have over me is fame. The only thing they'll have over me is fame. I don't have the fame. If I had the fame, yes, the bones would be rocking.
No, does that make you feel like, when can I go to Ghana, sit down, cross my leg and say, hi Ghanaians, I'm in Ghana, I'm Me-Kwesoul, I'm here to promote my song, like feel me and all of that. Does that click? Does that happen to you? Do you feel like I need to go home?
Yeah, it's in the working. It's in the working.
You want to go home?
Yeah, of course.
There's a lot
There's
a lot of opportunities here. You want to throw that away?
I mean, no. But of course, I have to touch base. If I'm doing, I mean, you can tell the bass of my song is more dancehall, rap influence, but the bass is still home. Yes, so I've gotten into some record label. You can ask my PR. She'll tell you we've gotten some deals. Even some TV, some deals that wasn't, you know, the best, and most of the things they look for is the boards that you have around your own people. Per se, your country, are you that famous in your country? Do you have these followers? Do you have all this before they will even throw you like a good project or a good deal? And yeah, that's lacking. So that can be one of the causes of, you know, not helping somebody that's here.
But do you think that these things that you mentioned would deny, you know, an artiste that is endowed with the craft, who knows their worth, who has the vibe, has the lyrics, has the, you know, you have everything else figured out.
Yep.
But like what you're asking for, what's the numbers, blah, blah, blah. You know, you think that this is something that would deny an artiste who is fully fledged and ready for the back end.
Ready for the world. So that's when I'll make it blunt. That's where the financial support and all those things. So I happen to be an individual. I happen to be an independent artist. So
no record label and all
no record label or nothing. No, you know what I'm saying, no push here and there. So that could cause some of the detriments when it comes to that effect. So you know, but as far as I'm concerned, what I can give the world is what I have in me. So till it's done and I can't produce anymore, that's when I say, you know what, I'm throwing in the towel. And I probably wouldn't even throw the towel because I got so much to say.
You've got so much to say, so much to offer. I see a lot of projects from you, and I'm wondering if you're funding all of these from your pockets. It should be running dry.
Definitely.
Very soon,
Okay.
if not yet. And it should be heartbreaking that you're putting in a lot and yet
You're not.
getting back.
You see, before you get into music, it has to be a passion. And that's when sometimes passion could turn into business. Then it's not a hobby anymore. So somebody say, "Okay, so you have a hobby, you have a very expensive hobby."
That's true.
Which is true. However, everybody have their passion, what they feel. If you're a human being standing on your 2 feet and you don't have a passion, then you're a very, very miserable person. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you have to find a way to just empty yourself, that little hole, what keeps you sane. And it's music. And as far as I'm concerned, some people put their interest in other stuff. Some people like motorcycles, some people like, the bigger cars. They throw their interest somewhere. So music is what my little investment that I set aside to do those little things. That's where it goes.
Has there been a time when you said, Charlie, I'm tired?
Well, I've gotten to that point before, but I have not so many people around me, but I have certain individuals around me that keeps me going. And they the people that matters to me the most.
How are you thinking of making this work? Yes, I'm releasing songs. I'm doing Lord. I'm putting in my best.
Yes.
How else?
Trying to get interviews.
How else are you preparing to make this work?
Divine order. That's all I put my words. That's how I put my words, right? By divine order. Because you could have the best song in the world without that necessary or appropriate promotion. That song probably will never see the day of light.
So you're here. How are you touching base with Ghana?
Everything is in front of everybody. You pull out your smartphone and everything, the YouTube channels, the blogs.
You think Ghanaians know you?
I would say some, but not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
How do we get them to know you?
Through interviews like this, if we get the privilege to get interviews like this.
People think that collaborations are the way to go. Have you thought of that? Have you had any yet?
I have about 4 collaborations
with Ghanaian-based artists.
With Ghanaian-based artists.
Who are these
that
ones?
I'm not going to mention names.
Oh, you haven't released them yet?
No, I haven't released them yet.
So they're in the pipeline?
They are in the pipeline. Because I was trying to put out my first album. It was way overdue. So that was a 20-track album. That's besides the...
That's a double album?
No, it's one album with 20 tracks. That's not including the Kwe and Pop, which is 12 songs too. So I put out 30 songs for my first ever project.
Wow.
2 albums, different albums. One is 12 and one is 20. I didn't feel like I needed to put any... I wanted to show the world what I can do. And what I do is, like you said, sometimes the river can really run dry, but I just want to prove myself that I can put 20 songs without necessarily having to have nobody on there to make it.
But who are you proving that? Who are you proving that to if it doesn't make commercial value, or except you're getting money somewhere?
Prove everything I do is just to glorify my own self. The only person that I can say, I hope the management doesn't come after me or anything, but he's not alive, so I don't even know who's going to come.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Your manager is dead?
No. They are not even alive. Yeah, I have about 2 songs with Castro. That one of them was supposed to be, so rest in peace. One of them I was...
You believe he's dead?
I believe if he's not deceased, there's no point in returning. Because there's no point wherever he's been for 7 years. If it's okay, I hope it's not the belly of the beast, because then you're not coming back. But if he's still alive, then we should just Imagine if Tupac just showing up here. I mean, what's gonna happen? You're gonna be like, oh, no.
No, sir, I've been hiding for a bit, so I just got.
I think. You know, allegedly, Castro is no more, so we should get over it.
That's one of the projects you're releasing this year.
Yes, the third. That's going to be more like a third.
Okay, so you release one person's name.
Mm-hmm.
Are we having any of the big names we know in Ghana? Is it the Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, Samini? Those are the people who fall in your field. Episode. Who else do I remember? Raskuku. You know, which of these guys?
No, we keep that on the raw.
So one of them.
One of them. Definitely.
One of them.
Definitely.
One of them.
And it's
definitely
it's
one of them.
No, it is. Yeah, I can play your track.
Oh, you
can?
can?
I can play your track, but
right now or later?
I can play it. Not released. Not released.
I see.
Not released.
I see.
But I'm sorry to say sometimes to me, to please myself personally, like when I'm doing certain things, just like the album, yeah, I could have thrown one or two people on there just to make it. But to me, it's like I'm not one of those people that like to buy hype. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not because you want that person. I have songs that I thought of people that these songs were supposed to even go to, not to me. Like I'd be writing a song like, yo, new way there. In Kamene, Samini, and I say I think of them before I even write a song. But sometimes, like if you go out of your way to make a song with somebody, to me, sometimes more like buying hype. Yeah, because some of it doesn't necessarily have to be a good song.
So
just because that person.
You think collaborations are buying hype?
Sometimes it is. I think right now, if I can afford one of these big names that you said, I'm not going to break my neck. And it shouldn't stop me from constantly throwing my stuff out there.
Do you pay these guys to feature on your song?
So far as I know, most of the artists, I can't speak for every single one of them, but most of the
So the one you're talking about, you had to pay them?
No. With Castro was more like my friend.
Castro is not here.
He was here.
So I can't go and ask him.
Exactly.
The one you're telling me is among the names I mentioned.
And that's one of the main, and you know what? I respect him for that.
So whoever it is, he never paid.
Yes, he knows. He knows who he is. And brother, respect though.
When is the song coming out?
Hopefully soon.
When soon?
I have
soon can be 10 years from now.
Yeah,
that's your soon.
With me, yeah, it could be 10 years. Because I still have a lot in the pipeline due to be released.
Well, we hope that you, your team, and everybody else around you has the master plan, and we hope that master plan works. But what we want you to do is to share your social handles, how people can get to hear your songs, and if there's anything I've not asked you about that you want to share, you can quickly do that. That's your camera.
You know where to find me. Facebook, of course, IG, Me-Kwesoul, Facebook, Me-Kwesoul International, and YouTube. And also you can check out my other project with Kwe and Pop.
Well, we can only wish you the best. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And keep shining.
Thank you. Thank you.